And we're live.
Who's
Good
intro?
morning, good afternoon, and welcome to Kingdom of the Southern Gate, the Changeling Lost venue in Miami. This scene taking place in the Club Culture, owned and operated by what's his face, and it's a popular Changeling club, and there are people. And we'll begin the scene easily with Rocky and Rose coming in, having just left the Autumn Court, mumbling about what to do next.
Best intro ever.
Owned and operated by what's his face.
Sam! His name's Sam! I remembered. It's Sam.
It's owned by the Spring Court and it's operated by Sam.
Yeah.
That thing, yo.
I just married into him. I'm not really Spring. I don't know any of that shit.
Okay, so here's the deal. When you guys get in here, there is a man that is owning the room. Eyes are looking at him. He's this gorgeous Latino man, and he's got slick back, beautiful hair, and these peacock eyes. And he's strong, and his muscles just ripple. He's not wearing a shirt. He's got black pants on, black jeans with some boots. You know, like the black kind of boots, but not like the work boots, because he doesn't look like he worked a fucking day in his life. And he is shaking that ass on that dance floor like it's gonna make his money and buy daddy's new shoes. And all the girls are like, oh my God. And all the guys are like, oh my God. And he is working his shit. So there you go.
Well, Rose is definitely going to step up and watch. How can she not? I mean, really.
As you get closer and notice this fucking venerable Adonis, you notice that he bears a crown. Not literally, it's the ephemeral sort of crown that the Fey monarchs wear. And she recognizes that it is a spring crown. He is a spring king.
Oh, she'll kind of nudge Rocky. He's a spring king.
Rocky, who having seen this, kind of put her back to the dance floor and just kind of leaned against the railing there, like looking away from him, really not interested. And she looks over her shoulder. Oh, so he is. They seem to be popping up everywhere then. Wonder why he's here. But that means I have to go talk to him, doesn't it?
If you want to interrupt the man, go right ahead.
No. I need something to drink. What do you want?
Something strong. I've had... Well... Wait. This is confusing. I don't know. Should I drink? Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know.
Oh, that makes me a little bit
drink
stronger.
mead now, put more mead into me. It's fine.
But remember, dogs and stuff are usually a little bit stronger in the birthing process. So you can probably handle a few drinks, but you said you're not actually pregnant yet, so you should be fine?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, something strong.
And Rocky will go up to the bar, order something really, 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 really strong for her, and something water for me. And she'll come back a couple minutes later with the drinks. But she's holding Rose's like out at arm's length.
And Rose will take it, and she'll sip it.
Enjoy your turpentine.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that is strong. This is gonna last me the night. Got it.
She got an apple pie moonshine. It basically it tastes kind of like an apple pie. It's got some cream in it, and it has like apple pie moonshine, and it really tastes very good. But it also tastes like something that's going to get you naked and full of mistakes. Okay. Like,
this is Rose. She doesn't need to be drunk to get naked and make mistakes.
Well, she's gonna start making right choices, okay?
All right.
Finally getting
well,
her
as
life.
good as this is, she might make it through too. No, I'm kidding. She will savor this apple pie moonshine. and watch this sexy motherfucker on the dance floor.
And my God, can he dance though? Like seriously, it's kind of shocking how well this man can move. His hips are gyrating. His body is just moving. He'll grab a girl by the waist and kind of pull her in. She just dies against him, runs her hands up his body. He'll just push her aside, like, come down with you. And then he'll pull over a guy and pull him against his body. Dude looked straight. He was dancing with a girl. He may not be so straight anymore. It's a rather interesting effect this man has on the dance floor.
Oh yeah, Rose is just watching. I'm sure he
Yeah.
probably notices all the autumn that had just walked in, though.
And
Go ahead,
sitting,
Joey.
sitting a little ways down the bars, Foxus. She's got her little gusts of wind going around her body and everything. Just sitting there sipping a drink. The air around her is very warm, like noticeably warm, and she's just kind of sitting there watching the dance floor.
So after a bit, the incarnate fucking Pan himself will walk off the dance floor, kind of letting some of his sweat drip on his admirers. Like, here, take this. I don't need it anymore.
And I'm sure everybody will fucking just go, "Aww," when he leaves. dance
Yeah,
floor.
exactly. They're like, oh, and he'll kind of. He had his shirt tucked in his back pocket, and he'll pull it out and kind of pull it back on. It's just a black, like, V-neck shirt. And he'll kind of walk over and stand near the obvious player characters. He also, by the way, does not look winded 1 inch from his exertions.
Rose is impressed. She'll talk to him.
I'll kind of look to her when she looks at him.
Some nice moves you got.
Oh, yeah?
She'll smile.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Lucio Vargas. I'll hold his hand out.
She'll take his hand and shake it. Rose Black Nilsson.
Oh. In relation to the Winter King.
Indeed. He and his consort are my husbands.
Oh, Gren.
She'll smile.
And who are your friends? What kind of over to them?
Well, this is Rocky. She is the spring queen to be here in Miami.
Well, I heard much about you today. I met with
You
your fiancé.
have?
Mm-hmm.
About what?
Oh, that you are brave, beautiful, intelligent. You keep the king grounded. That you are the love of his life. That you and your child are the thing that feeds and drives the soul. All those lovely things. Couldn't get the man to shut up once he started going. Nothing about it.
So as he was talking, she was smiling for most of it. When he said she's beautiful, she's like, she kind of had a, I don't know that I'd agree with that kind of look on her face. And when he said that she's the love of his life, she just kind of smiled and blushed.
Rose is beaming, looking at Rocky.
I'll smile at her. Must be nice to have found the love of your life. I had too much. Throw her back.
It's amazing what happens when you're not looking.
Rose will fucking drink to that. Like, shit. Indeed. And she'll take a drink of her drink.
And he'll look over at Voxus.
She just kind of gives a half-hearted 2-finger salute.
Rose will look. She didn't even notice Voxus. She'll look and she'll be like, "Holy shit! I haven't seen you in a while.
She just smiles.
Where have you been?
Surprise.
Where have you been hiding?"
The forges, mainly.
Well, it's good to see you.
She winks.
She'll smile.
By the way, I'm assuming weapons aren't allowed in the club, right?
You can bring your weapon in here. They don't care.
Okay, yeah, she's got she's sitting facing the bar, and she's got a huge battle axe strapped to her back. Like it's not like inhumanly huge, but it's like a large actual battle axe strapped to her back.
I don't know how you got Lucio's crotch back there, but wow. I'd appreciate it, Jared. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
So he'll climb off of Voxus's back, apparently, and he will send a drink over to her. But it's in a friendly fashion. Whatever she's drinking, he'll buy her another round.
Okay. She's drinking a Shirley Temple, non-alcoholic.
Oh my.
She'll just like, oh, sorry.
No, he'll say, is everybody with child in this kingdom? Nobody drinks anymore, I see.
She does. She points at Rose.
I see that.
Rose kind of, shakes her drink. It is very much alcoholic.
He'll wrinkle his nose and smile.
She'll say, I'm normally a wine girl, but I've had quite a week. I needed something stronger."
I'll do you now. He'll smile at her. Did you catch what I said, by the way, Lindsay? He said, when she said I need something a little bit stronger, he rose one eyebrow and said, "Oh, do you now?"
She'll smile and she'll actually blush a little bit. Well.
Your court is always interesting to me.
Oh?
You want things differently done here than we do. He runs the kingdom of the Emerald Mile, and it's West Palm Beach up to about St. Augustine. St. Augustine is included in it, which is where his court is. And it's a little different. They run with each season holding a different territory. And so he's kind of always like kind of going, as it were. It's not spread about like it is in this court where all of the courts are sharing responsibility. So being one of the monarchs of especially such a big kingdom, it's probably a little bit stressful.
What were you down here speaking to Ash about?
I can speak about in public. Now, if you wanted to retire to private with me, just smile.
We
That's
can
a
go
different
somewhere privately to speak.
I don't think you and I are considering the same private. He'll grin at her. A small, pretty little grin.
Rose is smiling and looking at Rocky like, "Oh, you're so innocent sometimes." She kind of pats her on the head.
Looks up at her like, what?
He was meaning private, as in,
She gets this almost disgusted look on her face, like, oh my god, how could he even think I would do that kind of thing?
His brow will go up. My. She's tiny, but she's fierce.
Oh, yes, she is.
Did I?
She and Ash are also monogamous.
Oh, well. He'll look like something about that surprised him. And he'll just look away like, okay. And he'll smile to Rose. And what about you?
I am not monogamous, and I am actually serving as a sage escort for the spring court right now.
How long have you been with Spring? I'll tilt his head curious.
2 days now?
Yeah, this is my second day.
His brow will go up. Spring did not have
She's
any...
smiling so wide, like she's enjoying the reactions.
Yeah, Ash and I talked about it on Wednesday. I messaged her Thursday morning. She came by Thursday. They did their thing and stuff and thing that the escorts do, and she's been working ever since.
We call that sex, my little Your Majesty.
They do more than just have
What
sex. I will not let you stereotype escorts as just being sex workers. They do a lot more than just have sex with people.
He'll hold his hands up. Why? Bye.
Rose will nod. It's true. My initial task had nothing to do with sex.
He'll shake his head. Like mansplaining to the MK on what the sage escorts do.
Rose actually did look shocked at Rocky, like, damn.
From behind where Lucio's sitting, Voxus just kind of gives an approving sort of nod to Rocky.
Rocky takes a few deep breaths to calm herself, sips her water, sits down very quietly, sipping on her water.
Rose just shakes her head at Rocky.
Take her anywhere? Let's just kind of look at her like shrug.
Can't take her anywhere, right? Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, he's like, can't take her anywhere, right?
She just kind of like, throws her hands up like.
I like her ferocity. She would have made a lovely summer courtier.
It's gotten worse since she got pregnant.
She's pregnant. Oh my.
What do you mean it's gotten worse?
You're just more you.
You.
Rose.
What does that even mean?
I love you, Rocky.
You're evading the question.
Your temper is shorter since you got pregnant. I've noticed. You're more quick to jump on things, and you're very passionate. It's not a bad thing. It's just something I've
He
noticed.
says something in Spanish. Like the king will say something in Spanish. Kind of with a smirk.
Rose will look at him curiously.
He'll lean in and his lips will brush her ear.
She'll fucking shiver because this is the goddamn Spring King.
He'll say, if her temper is as short as she is, she must be a powder keg. And he'll like nip her earlobe.
Rose will just squeal and she'll look at him and she'll go, "That's a good one."
All of them.
Rocky crosses her arms.
What, Rocky?
That kind of response means he said something, probably a joke about my height.
I'm sorry, it must have gone
I
over your head.
Rue's looking at her like, you said it, not me. It wasn't me.
What was the last thing he said?
I'm sorry, it must have gone over your head. I'm so sorry.
Because Rose says that to her all the time.
Rocky sets down her drink and walks outside to her car.
Oh, he'll reach for her gently. As she sets down her drink and starts to walk off, he'll grab her carefully. He'll say, no, por favor, mami, por favor.
And she'll shrug his hand off.
Oh,
Rocky, please, don't be like that. Come on. We're just having fun. You're more grumpy, too, since you got pregnant. What the hell? Get over here.
He'll pout at her.
Can't leave.
He'll pout at her and kind of put his head down. And he's like,
Do you want me to call Ash? I will tell on you
por favor.
What?
for being grumpy to your best friend.
I'm sorry.
She'll glare at her.
He'll stomp out.
Rocky! Oh, why does she have to be so dramatic?
As she's stomping out, Milo is bouncing in, sees her, and grabs her into a big hug and basically shrieks, "Rocky!"
Hi, Milo. She's inside. Excuse me.
He's going to start dragging her back because he's excited for the first time ever to actually be out. And they'll notice, like, there's something, like, he's just excited for some reason. And as they get close, he will pull Rose into a hug as well. And he's just...
Oh, yeah.
being adorable.
Rose practically squeezes when she sees Milo and just hugs him. Like, doesn't even think about it, just hugs him. Like, Milo! Oh! You have to meet my, well, she looks to Lucio. Friend?
When he
smile.
When he sees Milo, it's like, oh, fuck, caca, whoa.
Milo just smiles and waves, and he kind of sticks close to Rose, like that's his pillar of strength.
And then she'll turn him to Voxus and my other friend, Voxus, which I haven't seen in a long time, so I'm surprised to see her here tonight, but I'm glad she's here. So, Voxus, this is Milo. Milo, this is Voxus.
Just throws a really lazy two-finger salute towards Milo.
He'll smile and wave. He's very shy, even though he's excited to be out. Milo's gonna look at Rocky and look her over. She's shorter than normal?
She doesn't have her heels on, so yeah. She's closer to her normal height. Her natural height.
No, he asks. Is she shorter than normal?
And she continues making her way out to her car.
He'll pout and look at Rose. Did I say something wrong?
No, just Lucio was making some short jokes, so.
Oh God! Now I feel bad. I feel bad.
No, Milo, you didn't know. It's okay.
But what if she quits? Then I won't have anybody to dig in bodies with.
She's not going to quit. I promise.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm sure she won't quit. I'll make sure of it.
Okay,
She gives him a squeeze.
good. Because you two are my only friends.
So yes, Rocky will feel again a set of arms go around her.
And she's she's not expecting it, so she's gonna like fight and be like, who the hell, and like be all defensive and
Yeah, Ash will look down at her and kind of raise his brows.
and she'll just rest her head against him. Sorry, I
I-
wasn't expecting you here.
I'm entertaining the other Ring King. He told me I should come over to you.
Did he now?
Hmm?
And she let out a half-hearted chuckle and said, "Oh, did he now?"
Mm-hmm. Are you okay?
Oh, I love when strangers make fun of my height. It just so is enamoring.
What did you say?
I said I love when strangers make fun of my height. It is so enamoring.
He made fun of you.
Yeah.
So it's still summer. It's not autumn yet. And he kind of had his mask pulled in a little bit. He kind of goes to his full height, his full summer height, kind of looking down at you. He's angry.
That's why I'm going to my car so I can relax for a
No,
minute
no,
and
no, 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 no,
maybe fire a few rounds into the air.
no, 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 no. He walks off. No, no.
And she's gonna grab the back of his shirt and like try and slow him down.
Well, you're gonna get dragged along then.
Yeah, I know.
And he'll make his way back over to the other Spring King, and he'll shove him.
Uh-oh. Rose is gonna fucking step back far away from this.
Yeah, he'll basically shove him. And the other one kind of laughs it off for a second, but the problem is that he shoves him again and again. And look, Lucio's not a bad fighter, but Ash is fucking huge. So does anybody do anything?
Rocky's still hanging on the back trying to pull Asher away.
Is anybody
Roxas is just watching and sipping her drink. Like the
Rose is
cold
gonna
noodle.
actually approach and she'll say, Your Majesty, what's going on?
he'll it's one of those things where he conveys he'll convey that he's angry. It basically he conveys, I can't do it right now, but he basically very angrily conveys that he was talking shit about Rocky. That if he shut his mouth up for him, he can.
Part of that was my fault.
He had grabbed Lucio by the front of the shirt. Lucio looked ready to like fucking cut a bitch. And his brow will go up and he'll kind of look over at her.
I'm sorry. I was having fun, and he made one too many jokes, and I tried to get Rocky to come back so that I could get him to apologize to her, and she stormed off.
He'll kind of take a deep breath out and basically shove Lucio back. Remember, you're a guest in my kingdom. And he'll kind of he'll do the tug on the front of his shirt thing and kind of the look that he gives him Rose notices is a little bit dangerous. There's an edge to it that's a little. He made him look bad, and this does not look like the kind of man who lets that kind of thing slide.
Uh-huh.
And he'll basically kind of like throw his hands up, like, fine, I get it. And he'll basically kind of he'll kind of slap someone on the arm next to him. He's like, "Come on, let's get out of here." And he'll basically kind of look over at Rocky with kind of his eyes narrow, a little bit judgmentally. He'll say something in Spanish and just kind of walk off.
Can Rose see this happen?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna go after him.
Okay. Rocky, for Ash's part, Rocky or Ash will he'll pull Rocky into his arms, and he'll kind of stroke her cheek. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just trying to go outside and let some of this steam off before I said or did something stupid.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. Do you want to go home?
I probably will her shortly. I have to drop her off on the way. Unless I can talk Milo into giving her a ride home. Or I just let her have my car and she can bring it to me tomorrow when she comes to do her work.
Why don't I finish my drink, and we'll sit with Milo, and we'll decide to go from there.
Okay.
So they'll slide in with Milo, and I'll let you can catch Vargas. And, I'm gonna use his other overlay, by the way.
Okay.
Come out
park,
underneath the
as it
table
were.
and sit with Rocky.
Okay. So yeah, you catch him as he's kind of walking, hands in his pocket.
Rose comes up behind him and it's not extremely forceful, but it's firm. She'll grab his arm.
Okay.
And kind of turn him if she can.
He'll look. He'll turn and look. He doesn't pull his arm away from her.
Not a very happy look on her face. Rocky is my best friend. The way you looked at her, what did you say to her?
I said such a temper got the last spring queen killed.
Was that a threat?
If that were a threat, she'd be dead.
Can notice her eyes start to flicker. She's getting upset. That's her best friend, and
I have watched Asher Caverly make several interesting missteps in his time as king. He'll lick his lips and think and look up. When things go bad in his kingdom, they go bad in mine. When he fucks up for all of us. She may think she is, he'll swallow and kind of roll his thoughts for a moment. She may think she's going to be a queen. She needs to learn to act like one.
I know. I am going to work with her more on that She's definitely a work in progress. However, maybe in the future, you might refrain from making fun of people you barely know.
A good-natured jibe.
She doesn't deal that well with strangers. She's been through a lot lately, and
She
she's
doesn't deal
pregnant.
with strangers. And she's pregnant. Keep making excuses for her. Let's see if the kingdom cares. Because she just cost her
I
husband
know
a
it's the same.
He'll pull his arm
What
off the
kind of
floor.
deal?
That's none of your business. And you can let her know.
Look, I know I'm not of your court, but is there anything I can do to help fix this?
Say just what you said?
I am.
He'll think for a moment. Look her up and down slowly. With purpose. He'll flip a business, like he'll kind of reach into his wallet, pull out a business card, and basically like kind of flick it out on it between his fingers and hold it up to her.
She'll take it.
Call me no later than tomorrow night. I don't hear from you. This deal is certainly off.
You'll hear from me.
You would have been better as a queen.
She'll smile. I'll talk to her. I apologize for the way she acted. I'll make sure she does better in the future.
No, she can tell he's trying. He's trying to pull some benefit of the doubt. And he'll nod once, listening to her. No later than tomorrow night. You get back to me.
I will, Your Majesty.
And he'll turn and walk off with his claviger. That's what's with him, is a claviger.
Rose turns around and takes a deep breath and is like, fuck. She walks back into the club, right up to Ash and Rocky.
Ash will look up to her.
I think I'm about to save your ass.
He's pretty angry, isn't he?
Very.
He'll kind of wince like, shit. Then he'll look down to Rocky and he'll kind of stroke her head gently.
I gotta call him no later than tomorrow night to try and fix this.
Wait, what? He's thinking about pulling out?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. He actually looks anxious. Like a wave of fear spikes in him.
She'll put her hand on his arm. Don't worry about it. I'm an escort. I'll fix it.
I don't want to see you put yourself out for this.
Rocky's my best friend, and in turn, you are a very good friend of mine.
Voxus just kind of drifts over in the way she does, just kind of standing near the group listening.
The king will look over
And-
to remember she like is there, like remembers her, and he's like, oh, no, look back at her. Look back at Rose.
Look, I care about both of you, and I care about the well-being of your image.
I know I've made mistakes as king. I know I haven't always done what some see as the best interest of the court. But I've always acted in the best intention.
But sometimes that's not what people see. Making a scene in public with an out-of-town king, probably not your best move. I understand that he made fun of Rocky, but you've got to keep a handle on that, especially in public.
He'll take a deep breath and kind of look down like he actually didn't like think about that. And he'll put his chin on top of Rocky's head.
And Rocky, I know that he made fun of you. I know that you're offended. But you're going to be the queen of the Spring Court, and that is an out-of-town king. You must conduct yourself better.
I'm sorry, I thought leaving and collecting myself was better than going off on him. But nobody seems to have wanted me to do that. So
It's...
And as Vox is just starts kind of muttering under her breath, London Bridge is falling down. Just kind of like sing-song voice under her breath.
Rocky. We will have another conversation later, okay? She'll smile.
she'll nod in acknowledgement. She has a very frustrated look on her face.
Oh my. Yeah, basically, Ash will look to Rocky, and I'll kind of stroke her cheek. I'm sorry I got so hot-headed. You're just so important to me. I lost my head. It wasn't right of me, but you understand, right?
Yeah, you're Spring, you're passionate. You take things very, especially when it comes to me and Devin, very fiery, almost. Which isn't necessarily good for a tree, but...
He'll kind of look like, yeah, it's a good point. That's fair, that's fair. Oh, smart.
But, yeah.
I'll nod. And, he'll basically kind of sit back and, one of his clavigers is there, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll basically kind of turn to him and they'll start talking about, like, what happened and all of that. And Anthony, fucking Anthony. And he'll give him his kind of rundown on it. I have to slip out. Obviously, you guys can keep playing, but that's where he's going to be. He'll be there. So if you leave, he'll leave. So bye, guys.
Night.
Bye.
So yeah,
Pulls her feet up onto the seat that she's sitting on and kind of just has her knees up to her chest.
Vox is just kind of like half she does this really weird thing when she walks, or she's always like half dancing as she walks, and she kind of waltzes around, spins around Rose, and then like comes to have her face close to Rose and says, "If you'd like some help, you can always call on me. I'm always around to help friends." And then she spins around her
Oh,
again.
I appreciate that.
Milo has his arm around Rocky and he's patting her shoulder, trying to be comforting, and probably failing miserably because he's not the most comforting person. But Rocky will also realize that he's touching her, which he doesn't do.
That's the second time he's touched her.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big thing, trust me.
To kind of give him a glance out of the corner of her eye, like, what is going on with him? But then, like, just let it go because if he's okay with it, then it's not a problem.
Well, so I'm gonna tell you this, Rocky. I know you wanted to go off and blow off some steam. What if someone insults you that way while you're in court? Are you going to just walk off and go blow off some steam? You can't really do that. You have to have poise and you have to have grace and you have to take it in stride. And then you can scream your lungs out later when you are no longer in their presence. But you have got to learn how to take it. If you're going to do this, if you're going to be queen, if you're going to be in politics, you have to toughen yourself. And you have to take it in stride. You almost cost Ash a deal you still might have.
Just kind of slides next to Rose and says, "I think she gets it. We should just relax and have some drinks. Let the
No.
tension in the air slip away."
She kind of waves Voxus off like, no, you don't know this bitch. Stop. Um, um, and she'll put her arms around Rocky. I love you.
So someone you've never met before, just because they're in a position of power elsewhere, get to come in and start making fun of you when they're supposed to be here making a deal. That doesn't show a very good sign of trust in the people they're making a deal with when they're insulting their spouses. That's openly rude.
Rocky. He was being playful. I could even
You
tell.
don't get playful like that with people you don't know.
Voxus just kind of like pops in and just says, "Well, you could always try and get him back in that sneaky, spring, autumn political way." She just kind of waves her finger around her head.
Getting him
No.
back would be shooting him.
Rocky. No, I know.
Don't sink to that level.
I joke with people I don't know all the time. Complete strangers. He thought that he was making a joke. He was mistaken. I'm going to get him to apologize to you, but first I have to get him calmed down and I have to get him back on the round for Ash to save this. Because for right now, the political comes first. And I'm sorry, but that's the way it is when you deal with the courts.
I am really glad that I don't have to do what you guys do. Because I don't think I could handle people who are jerks. He's just got like this wide-eyed trying to picture himself in that position. And
She looks
it's
she looks to
traumatizing.
Milo. Yeah, she looks to Milo and says, "Oh, you are far too. No, it would not suit you. It definitely takes a certain personality."
My inner drag queen would have to be out all the time, and that's just a scary thought.
Rose kind of smiles, like as she actually doesn't mind the sound of that.
And he kind of slaps his hands over his mouth and looks super embarrassed. And he looks at everybody else like, did I actually say that out loud? Or was that just in my head?
Ugh. I'm sorry, Rocky. I'm gonna give you lessons, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, as a queen, you're going to have to deal with unpleasantries like that. More than what, honestly, more than that. Probably even more vulgar. It's just part of it.
Here
My-
again, I got it.
No, you cannot go around and shoot people. That's not how you handle it.
Milo gets
Rocky,
this look
you
like,
need to take. You really need to take this seriously, Rocky. Like it or not, you're going to be a face of the monarchy of the Spring Court. You have to conduct yourself a certain way.
I always thought guns were serious.
If you want to make a good name for your court, and there's definitely a hint of a smile, and she is smiling as she says this. If you want to make a good name for your court, you don't shoot your patrons. She just kind of laughed. And you definitely don't shoot monarchs from other cities. It's not good PR. It's a PR nightmare.
Milo's just laughing. But
There were
he's
good people on both sides.
There were what? What did you say out of character? Good people on both sides. Rocky, you're impossible.
I thought that's why you liked me.
It is. It's why I love you. Now come here, please give me a hug.
Fine. And she gives Rose a hug.
while they're hugging, Milo has this like bounciness to him, like he's got this brilliant idea, and he just kind of waits for them to acknowledge him.
Yeah, when Rose breaks the hug with Rocky, she'll turn to Milo, and then she'll notice his demeanor, and she'll go, "Well, what's gotten into you?"
I have an idea. It's not a
Oh.
great idea, but it's a pretty good idea. So you give Rocky lessons on the whole being a queen thing, and he's talking with his hands very like vibrant as he does this.
Oh yeah.
Flailing. So you give Rocky lessons on being a queen and all of that, and I'll give her one body a week that she can dig into all on her own.
Yes, Rocky, you can take out all of your anger and frustration on that one body. If you just hold it in the whole time, then you have that entire body to yourself.
And I'll make sure that it's a body that's supposed to go into the crematory. That way, it doesn't matter if she messes it up too bad.
Vox
Rose
is
is kind of bouncing with excitement, like, yes! Milo,
is
no, that is a great idea.
Vox is just
What?
kind of she's standing. She says, kind of says, "I could probably find his clavicle and beat that clavicle up for you if it'll make you feel better."
Probably not.
Ooh, I wonder. I wonder if I could make you like a trinket or something that like I don't know if it absorbed like insults and such, so you didn't hear them or something like that. I wonder. And she's kind of tapping her lips as she spins in a circle, but she does have like a hedge spun dress that's like going, like how you do when you do a spin with a skirt, as she does so.
Milo's
Speaking of
gonna
trinkets,
pull on Rose's sleeve while staring at Voxus.
She's gonna look at Milo. Yes, dear.
Where did you pick this one up, and can we send her back to the insane asylum?
Milo. That's not nice.
He smiles like you can tell he's joking.
Oh yeah, no, she's smiling the whole time, but she's watching Voxus for her reaction.
Voxus just stops in mid spin and just looks at him. And then she just kind of looks Milo up and down like 2-3 times and goes, I can pick you up and run with you if it'll make it go faster. Might make the trip a little shorter.
He's gonna look very confused and kind of hides a little bit behind Rose. And Rose is probably like a good half a foot taller than him, so he hides very well behind her.
Yeah, she's okay. So her base is 5'9", and she's in heels, so she's 6 feet tall.
He's only like 5'4".
I know.
He's gonna look,
yeah.
He's gonna look at Rose and go, I think she's trying to kill me.
Oh no, my dear, that's what the axe is for. If I was trying to kill you, it would just be. And then she just makes like a chopping motion with one hand.
He's gonna squeal and hide back underneath the table. He is terrified now.
Rose is gonna revel in Milo's fear. So she can't even be mad at Voxus. But she's just gonna kind of give her a look like, come on, really? And then she's gonna go and get Milo. Milo. She's kidding. She's summer court, remember.
speaking
He's gonna peek out from underneath the table and go, I've never what?
She's summer court. She's not really going to kill you.
Or am I? And she winks.
No, if she was gonna kill you, she wouldn't be talking about it.
Hellboy. That's a nice quote. No, not Hellboy. What was it? And she taps her lip skin as she spins literally all the way around the dance floor. So she'll be gone for a good minute.
And then she's gonna, and then when she leaves, she's gonna pull Milo out from under the table. Come on, look. She's an air touch, so she's a little bit of an airhead, if you know what I mean.
So she's gonna forget about this in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, memory span of a goldfish. Come on, get out of here.
They eat their own poop.
How do you know she doesn't?
No.
She's obviously joking when she says this, but she's trying to sass Milo back into existence.
But the thought of that makes poor little germophobic Milo go kind of catatonic for a second.
No. She's gonna shake him. Milo, come on.
No poop eating, please.
No, she doesn't actually eat her own poop. Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously.
Alright, so speaking of trinkets, so are we gonna, for the one for you, are we gonna hunt that one that was lost down?
No, because I'm not losing the favor of my courts. Fuck that. No, I'd rather get the one like yours.
Okay, so we need pickaxes, plenty of food and water for the trip. And hopefully a guide. A guide would be at least a map. Maybe we can find a map to get to there.
I can
We
talk.
can talk.
That's as good as any map.
Oh. You might be helpful. Do you want to go to Arcadia?
Nope. Not again.
Didn't think so.
Foxes just swings back by. I heard something about axes.
No, you didn't. We're gonna need to talk to some
Her
more
head
members.
tilts. Sorry.
And she just turns back to Rocky. We're gonna need to talk to some more members of our court. I'll talk to Elias and see what he might. With. She sounds like she just had a thought, but she cannot say it out loud.
Text me the thought later.
Yeah, well,
But we could use Voxus and Fiona because we will need muscle going through the hedge and into Arcadia,
you want to kill things, Foxes?
including possibly
Foxes.
Gentry and their minions.
You want to go to Arcadia and kill things, possibly to help us get some fucking items we need for a token.
Her head is tilted about at a 75-degree angle to the left. And she's just kind of looking at Rose like she's deciding if she's joking or not.
Nope, she's dead fucking serious. She's not joking.
How long do we have to prepare?
As long as we need. We'll go as soon as everybody's ready.
And
She
once we have
nods.
all the information we need, like a map of where we're going. Maybe one of where we can find silver veins.
Could-
As long as I don't have to go back there, I'm sure I could find a ghost or a spirit or a shadow that knows something, and I can get the information for you and write it all down.
Any
We
information
could.
you get
Yeah,
would be
Milo, anything you can do to help.
He kind of shivers, like the thought of going back there makes just, he pales completely, even paler than he normally is.
Voxus is humming, spinning in a circle as she thinks. Perhaps are any of you pledge crafters? She looks at the group.
I just make them up as I go.
Yeah, the same.
I wonder. If we could pledge trap a Gentry, that might help. I wonder. She spins in circles.
Rocky kind of shoots Rose a momentary side eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rose doesn't react.
We'll see what we can do. If all goes well, we don't need it, but there's always that chance we might.
I wonder. Could I? She kind of just looks over and dances around the group. Kind of looks like she's almost taking measurements out of. Oh, sorry, that was out of character. Looking almost like she's taking measurements of them.
Ah, okay.
All right, so we'll talk to Fiona about being another hand in this. We need to get a gem from a dragon, and silver from that realm of Arcadia. I'll talk around the court, see if I can find anything out, and we can go from there. Sound good?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna go home and see Devin. I miss him.
Give him a hug and a kiss for me.
I will.
I'll catch a car home. You don't need to
I
make
can
me.
take you home.
See? Catch a car, Milo. He'll take me home.
Okay.
I just have to. Never mind. I'll send him a text.
Okay. Sam,
Yeah. He blushes really bright red.
you're so cute. We have to hang out sometime, for sure.
Yeah. I started making your dress. So we have to get fittings and stuff done.
Yes. Yes. That sounds really good.
And Rocky will give hugs and then go over to Ash, and the three of them, her, Ash, and his person, Claviger, will leave.
And Milo will lead Rose to his shiny red BMW, and they will leave.
Rose will say goodbye to Voxus before they go. Give her a hug.
She'll give her a hug back and just kind of wave as she begins chasing some poor maiden or poor dude through the crowd. They're gonna have an interesting night.
Rose is gonna smile and shake her head, and leave with Milo.
Right, so everybody think we're good to end?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And stay tuned for more shenanigans. Also, Vox is totally set a bomb in